Hey, what's up, my friends? Oh man, it's been such a long time since I've posted anything, and I'm not entirely sure if what you guys want to see. Um, so I haven't been painting much recently, but I did at the beginning of COVID. Everybody was like, "Hey, pick up a skill, make this time worth it," and so I did. And as you can tell from my welding helmet, it's been welding. I've been making furniture and just things around the shop. I hesitate to show you my shop. I'll show it to you when I clean it up a little bit. Because to be honest, it looks a lot like my art space, just things everywhere, paint splatters on the ground. Okay, so anyway, I'll just take you and show you what I'm doing right now. And then just let me know in the comments whether you'd be interested in seeing this or not. Um, if not, no worries. I just won't record it, and I'll do this. But if you guys do like it, then I'll spend some time actually showing you a project from start to finish. Um, yeah, cool. Okay, so what I'm building right now is a metal cutoff saw, and I had no idea that this was a thing, but on a circular saw, that's my neighborhood. That's my truck. On a circular saw, there are actually blades that will cut metal. Like this right here will cut, I'm not sure if I'm in frame. This right here will cut steel. And so I welded up a small frame, and then I drilled through the edges. And in case you're curious, or I don't know, maybe you have lots of different hobbies too. It's called a steel demon, Diablo steel demon, and it wasn't that expensive. Anyway, so yeah, just bolted it to this little angle iron frame I welded together, and I wasn't trying to make this pretty. I succeeded, but yeah. So my goal is to create I had an extra table saw. So what I did was I cut it apart, I took it apart, I harvested the motor. I'm going to turn the motor into a disc sander eventually, but I took this from it. And so the mechanism I had before was a door frame, a door hinge. And so this is the replacement. This is one of the mechanisms off of the table saw. And right now, oh man, I shouldn't have done that. One side's welded, the other side's not. Anyway, I'll get it back up. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to weld that to this because this doesn't wiggle, and that door hinge wiggled a ton. And so, part of this project, I'm going to be creating a fence for it so I can put my metal up against it. And the idea is, like with woodworking, which I do a whole lot, a lot of the time you just, put your wood up there and then done. I'm creating the same sort of thing with my circular saw, and I could pay $130 and I could have my own metal cutoff saw, but I don't want to. I wanted to do this myself. And so yeah, I like making my own tools. I like making my own projects. Okay, I'm going to show you my garage anyway. So this is a welding cart I put together, and I bought a welder. It's a Hobart 210, which just means it will it has up to 210 amps. If you're curious, that's quite a bit, but not as much as some of the professional welders. Right here is a 1942 Delta Unisaw. There we go, sorry. And I know, everything's a mess. I have 3 projects just laying out on my table. Anyway, so it's a 1942 Delta Unisaw, and when I got it, it was completely rusted over, and I sanded off all the top, and I built this rail system. I bought the rail head, the the fence head, but all the rail system, I took angle iron and cut it out and matched it to the holes in the bolts. Yeah, that's just some of the stuff I've been working on. If you guys are curious and you want to see it, and I'll even, if you do want to see it, I'll even show you while I'm welding, so you can see what it looks like, and like all the different process and things. And actually, I think you can see. So that's a dryer I harvested. I cut it all apart and harvested the blower. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with that. I had intended to make a shop vacuum, but then I went and bought one because it was a lot harder than oh my gosh, I'm sorry for the videography. If I end up doing woodshop stuff, I promise I will do a much better job on it. Yeah, but other than that, this is what I've been doing. If you're interested, let me know. All right. Peace.